in the desert. Welcome to Chase Field. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame. Coach is using a great motivational tactic in the locker room with his team. He told me this is the best game outside of the playoffs in this postseason. I am challenging our guys to put on a show for our fans. They want to make sure people know we will be in the playoffs next year, and that motivation all starts here today with a terrific top 25 matchup. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the... Earned out of the end zone and came up a little short. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Throwing, Underwood. Showing off the arms. Gets away from one. He's got space. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Wiley. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here, he has all of those traits himself. Just another big-time talent in the Crimson Tide backfield.
On the ground, it's Hill.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. There's a crease. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best.
He's got it out. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. Marines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Great place to start for this offense. Now on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run of the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Not a lot of room. It found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Got him down quickly after the pick, but man, do you have to take care of the ball down here, and they didn't. They'll mark it at the 27. So here comes the Michigan offense. On the run, it's Marshall. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it. You can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Looking left. It's caught downfield. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
of a sudden, this offense starting to look like the Stanford offenses that David Shaw used to coach, where they had 3 NFL tight ends on the field at the same time and lining guys up all over the place, making it hard for the defense. These guys got weapons. They've got big guys that can catch the ball and hurt you. I love the formation, and I love the execution, though.
A fun postseason battle here. Deadlock at the end of the first. Here's a quick check of the stats so far. As we move into the second, let's hope the rest of the game lives up to the early start. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Rides the option, he keeps it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tide ready to roll on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, it's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Maybe some room here. The 10. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense and make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. comes that Alabama offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. On the move, it's Hill. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone, on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. That's caught. Oh, it's out. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground?
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The drive continues after that fumble scare sent the offensive coordinator's blood pressure into orbit. Keelan Russell. Caught over the middle. It's Rodgers. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Looking for room. It's Hill. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Throwing Russell. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They finally get him down, but the explosive play has them set up as we get set for the final 2 minutes of the half. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last 1st down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the counter play. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's so hard to play defense when you've got things in front of you. Everybody going one direction, somebody coming back the other direction. You can't trust your eyes. Really good job by the offense, giving you some eye candy, something to look at so it wasn't easy coming downhill right at you. Hard to diagnose plays.
Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the single back. Got a little grass. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
Number 99, set to kick it away.
Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. They'll take this opportunity to talk things over on the sideline.
Number 99, set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Using his legs, it's Hill. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Shows him the stiff arm. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Russell on play action. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Rodgers. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here. From the gun, the running back has it. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Russell. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Now, a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage, being right there when he catches the ball.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Bring in the heat. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. Just about set to get this second half underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at half...
He tries to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
The offense changing the play. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Alabama quickly back to the line. Just feeds the running back. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, Russell. It's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the first down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the first.
And that ball's free behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose. It'll be a turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The handoff as they run the counter play here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keelan Russell. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Keelan Russell finds a tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning 2. That was beautiful.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Running inside. It's Riley. Shakes off the defender. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Crimson Tide rolling on the ground, tries to keep momentum going. Runs through the tackle. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
Throwing Russell. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. He might want another play. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Looking for space. It's Marshall. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. They're going to run it to the right. Picks up the first down. Maybe a crease. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. The run inside. It's Marshall. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The option, the keeper. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll take it himself. There's some room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Once he got some room, it was over.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. On the move from inside his 5. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would gonna take a shot. Upstairs to make the catch. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Russell. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Back to throw, it's Russell. Going for 6. Touchdown Tide! Quick strike through the air for the score. And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Wolverines offense heads out ready to go on the attack. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see. There he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Underwood. Pulls it in. It's Marsh. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. They'll run the option. Could be an alley. Inside the touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he added the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And that was a scintillating way to finish that one, a 44-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Keelan Russell. He lets one fly deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. How about that one soft mitch stopping the revolutions on that one and nestling it in softly?
Yeah, you see receivers practice this all week long on the jugs machine. It's another thing, though, to do it in a game with a guy covering you and the crowd noise. What a play.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. Crosses midfield. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. A designed run for the quarterback. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead.
And how about the cherry on the sundae? The big INT return for a touchdown and now throw on the 2-point conversion. Give this team 8.
Coming out with it, it's Scott. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up.
And here's the 3rd interception of the night. The sudden change.